Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day I break down the biggest AI story in just 10 minutes. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. While tech companies are no stranger to executive departures, something happened on March 9th that's got the entire AI world talking, and it wasn't about money or stock options. OpenAI's robotics and hardware leader Caitlin Kalinowski walked away from one of the most coveted jobs in Silicon Valley because her company decided to help the Pentagon build military AI. This isn't your typical corporate reshuffling. This is about the moment when AI stopped being just about chatbots and photo filters and became a tool of war. Let me walk you through what actually happened here. Kalinowski wasn't just any employee, she was the person responsible for turning OpenAI software into real physical systems. Think robots, hardware integration, the stuff that makes AI move and act in the real world instead of just sitting on your computer screen. Then OpenAI announced they were partnering with the Pentagon, not just selling them some software licenses, but actively developing AI for military applications. We're talking surveillance systems, autonomous operations, defense infrastructure. The kind of AI that doesn't just write your emails, it potentially decides who gets targeted by a drone. Kalinowski looked at this deal and said, "Not for me." She resigned immediately. Which is like a head chef walking out of a 5-star restaurant because they started serving fast food. Now, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, defended this as necessary for national security. The company line is that America needs the best AI to stay competitive with countries like China. Fair point. But here's where it gets complicated. OpenAI started as a company with strict limits on military use. They position themselves as the good guys building AI to benefit humanity, not to blow things up. This Pentagon partnership represents a complete 180-degree turn from those early principles. And Kalinowski wasn't alone in her concerns. Reports suggest there were significant internal tensions at the company. Other employees weren't thrilled about their work potentially ending up in weapons systems either. Here's what makes this story even more interesting. While OpenAI is jumping into bed with the military, their competitor Anthropic took the opposite approach. Anthropic, flat out, refused Pentagon contracts for AI surveillance and autonomous weapons. The result? The Department of Defense blacklisted them, and Anthropic turned around and sued the Pentagon. So now we have this fascinating split in the AI world. Some companies are saying, sure, we'll help you build robot soldiers. Others are saying, absolutely not, and we'll see you in court. But let's talk about why this matters to you, because this isn't just some Silicon Valley drama playing out in boardrooms. First, your tax dollars are funding these deals. We don't know the exact numbers, but we're talking about billions of public money going toward AI that might never benefit regular Americans. That's money that could be going toward AI for healthcare, education, or infrastructure instead. Second, the technology being developed for military use doesn't stay there. It spills over into civilian applications. Those autonomous navigation systems being refined for military drones, they're going to end up in your delivery apps and self-driving cars. Which sounds great until you realize they were originally designed to track and eliminate targets. Third, we're entering an era where AI errors in military applications could erode trust in everyday AI. If an autonomous military system makes a catastrophic mistake, how comfortable are you going to feel letting AI diagnose your medical condition or drive your kids to school? And here's the privacy angle nobody's talking about. Pentagon AI systems need training data. Lots of it. Where do you think that data comes from? It comes from the same sources that train civilian AI, including data about regular people like you and me. So when the military develops better surveillance and monitoring tools, those capabilities have a way of finding themselves in civilian applications too. Your local police department, your kid's school, your workplace, they all love adopting military-grade tech. The line between national security AI and domestic surveillance AI is thinner than a smartphone screen. Now let me give you something practical you can do about this, because sitting around worrying never solved anything. First, you can make your voice heard on the ethical side. Organizations like the Future of Life Institute are running petitions against military AI development. You can find them at futureoflife.org and actually participate in this debate instead of just watching it happen. Second, vote with your digital wallet. If you're uncomfortable with OpenAI's military partnerships, there are alternatives. Anthropic's Claude is actively refusing these deals. You can try it at claude.ai. There are also open source AI tools through Hugging Face that you can run on your own computer, no corporate partnerships required. Third, stay informed and engaged. This stuff is moving fast, and public opinion actually matters. Companies like OpenAI are watching social media, tracking sentiment, listening to their users. Join the conversations on Reddit, search for OpenAI Pentagon, and you'll find thousands of people debating this stuff. Your voice adds to that chorus. Fourth, test these AI systems yourself and report problems. If you're using ChatGPT and you notice it responding to military-style prompts in ways that seem concerning, use those feedback buttons. Report biases. These companies need to know when their AI is behaving in ways that make users uncomfortable. But here's my bigger point. We're at a crossroads moment in AI development. The next year is going to determine whether AI becomes primarily a tool for human flourishing or primarily a tool for government and military control. And that decision isn't being made in some back room by politicians or tech executives. It's being made by public reaction, market forces, and individual choices. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.